Welcome to another exciting edition of Action Coaching. We're certainly delighted that you've joined us on today because we believe that God has a special coaching word just for you. I certainly want to encourage you to reach out to others and let them know that Action Coaching is on the air each and every week, and they need to be a part of these coaching sessions. Nobody makes it without a coach in life. Now, coach is not designed to take your gift out of you, but however to help you improve your God-given ability so that you can enjoy your best life now. So we are certainly excited about the opportunity to coach you. Now, I also want to let you know that you can certainly reach out to us. Maybe some of the coaching topics we haven't covered and you want us to cover in other episodes, we would love to hear from you so that we can dive deeper into those things that are of interest to you. So we're excited about what God is doing. We're excited about you. We're excited about your future. And we just here to help coach you so that you can reach your ultimate goal. Years ago, I did a series on it's not the product, but it's the process. And today in this coaching session, I want to talk about that particular topic. So many times when you enjoy a great product, whether it's a great car, great home, great clothes, great food, or anything that we enjoy in life, very little time is spent on wondering what it took to make that particular thing that we enjoy good. That if we look behind the scenes and see how many hours it took maybe just to make a good cake, or how many months it took to make a good car or a good house or whatever, we will begin to understand that though what we see looks beautiful, it's the process that is important. Because nothing is as strong and nothing is as beautiful as the process that it took to make it that way. So let's talk about this particular subject on today. Now, how does that appeal to you in this coaching session? Well, anybody that got a dream and want to be great and want to do anything that is amazing, there is a process that you have to go through. Nobody escapes the process. I know how it is in life. We can have a divine idea or have a great goal, and we want it to happen instantly. We don't want to wait. We don't want to put the time in. We don't want to do the work. We don't want to do nothing extraordinary. We just feel like the minute we think it ought to happen. You say, I want to be rich. And you think if you ain't rich in 2 days, something must be wrong with God. This stuff don't work. But however, we don't understand that there's a process before you can have the product. And you have to learn that in life there are processes you are going to go through before you can become the ultimate product. Let me just use this little testimony as an example. Of course, when I was much younger and I was in high school, and one of the main things I wanted to do was I wanted to leave my parents' house and live on my own. I just thought about that every single night. I said, things gonna be different when I leave their house and I have my own place, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that because it's gonna be my own place. I can come in whenever I want to. I can do whatever I want to in my own place. So I just can't wait to leave till I can get my own place. And then I messed around and got my own place. Now, I was excited about having my own place. It was just a one-room apartment, but it was my own place, and I was excited about it. But then, however, when I got in this particular place, I was wondering, how was I going to get my clothes washed? Well, I found out I gotta go get a washing machine. Where was I going to keep the food? I found out I had to put a refrigerator in there too. And on top of that, I also found out that, my food wasn't going to be waiting for me when I got home, because I had to learn how to cook or find a very good restaurant. The point I'm trying to get is, I didn't understand all of the things that my mama and my daddy, that I took for granted in the house when I was staying with them, that I thought that was just something ordinary. I did not know that they had to work to get food, that my mama washed the clothes, that my mama made sure the house was clean, and my daddy did his part, and on and on and on. I did not understand that once I got by myself, then I had to start the process. And so many times it's easy to maybe look at what somebody do, or admire what they do, or in a lot of times people get jealous of what they do. But they do not understand behind all of that you may admire, enjoy, or even jealous of, there is a whole lot of work that took place. There is a whole lot of processing that took place. And what God is saying to us is that if we understand the process, we can achieve our ultimate goal. Anything that's great, anything that desires in life, you're going to have to go through a process. Now, why is it that people don't like to go through the process? Well, let's talk about a couple of points. First point is, nobody wants the adversity that comes along with what you desire. They don't want any headache at the dream that they desire to go through. They want everything to be smooth sailing. They want everything to be just right. They want everybody to like them. They want everybody to be pleased with them. And they just want smooth sailing. They don't want to have to put in any work. They just want it to happen right away. That's why so many people want everybody else to do the work, and then they come in and enjoy the stage. What I'm saying is, a lot of times we want somebody to build the crowd, build the stage, put the lights up there, put the camera up there, and you just standing by the side. And when everybody else get through going through all of that process and getting it right, then you want to step on the scene. But I'm here to let you know, nothing great works like that. Anybody that you see that are great and have achieved anything or have gifts that you cannot explain, the only reason is that they were going through the process. And when I say going through the process, they were doing whatever it took while you were not looking. They were behind the scenes when nobody was cheering. Nobody knew who they were, and they were working on whatever it was. If it was building a car, it was done in the dark. The only thing you saw is when it was on the road. It was a successful singing career. There were many times they practiced where there wasn't no crowd, wasn't no music, wasn't no anybody to cheer on. They just simply put the work in, went through the process, and ultimately, after continuous hours and days of going through the process, then the product is great. See, it doesn't happen that way that you can receive something without adversity. Life is full of adversity. But adversity is not necessarily a bad thing. Adversity comes so that we can prove to ourselves that we really believe in what we're going through, what we're striving to do. You can't take anything, you sure can't make it. I'll be right back to talk to you. Welcome back. I left off talking about how if you can't take it, you certainly cannot make it. And I was describing how most people want to achieve things with no adversity. I found out this: if you think you want to be better than the next guy or the next woman, then you will have to work harder than that guy and that woman that you so admire deep that achieve this greatness, because you're going to have to be willing to put in the work. You're going to have to be willing to go through the process. You're going to have to be willing to let the process make you before ultimately you can become a great product. I know how it is. Everybody admires the product. Very few people admire the work that it took to have an ultimate product. You know, they show a lot of stories of people that have done great things in our society or in life. And the amazing thing that they do about the particular story that they're advertising or whatever, they start the story off showing you the struggle, showing you the heartaches, showing you the difficulties, showing you how tough it is to reach that ultimate goal. In other words, they wanted to create a product that could withstand anything. And that's the whole key to what we go through. Because I'm here to let you know, it takes more to stay there than it does to get there. Most people like to get there and then rest. Oh no, I can assure you, getting there is almost like the work just began. Now that you got the product, you got to strive for that product to be excellent every single time. It's not a time for you to take a day off. It's not a time for you to relax. And it's not a time for you to think that that's all you got to do. Another point I want to stress in my subject I'm talking about here is not the product, but it's the process, is understand this, that you can't live in your last success. Success, yes, you can enjoy it when you do it, but then you got to move on, because there's another success. There is another level. There is another goal that you must strive for. Nobody stops going through the process. I don't care what your age is or how long you've been working on something. The fact that you've had some success at that particular time, but still there are other levels, there are other goals that you've got to achieve, because your product is not complete. I learned in life that there are different levels. And with different levels, there are different things you got to go through to reach that next level. The Bible says that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And I think that a lot of people misunderstand that scripture. They think that God just put steps there, and all you got to do is just walk up those steps. But the meaning is that yes, God has a way that you can ultimately achieve what your gifts and talents are. And then the amazing thing that people don't understand, steps may be there, but steps got to be climbed, and steps you got to go up one step at a time. So if God orders the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, then that means that man or that woman got to be willing to climb those steps in order to get the things that God have ordered for them. It is amazing that we can celebrate a lot of things that the Lord has done. But when you look back at the sacrifice or the process he had to go through, that we all might enjoy certain things in life, it's amazing how that we can grumble and complain about what we don't get, but we never look at what the person that's applying it to you got to go through in order that you may be a better product, or that you may enjoy a better look at life. So you got to understand that there are processes that we got to go through. There are difficulties that are going to come, but it's all a part of you becoming the ultimate product. And I'm here to let you know, once you went through all of those things and achieved those things, you're going to be able to enjoy the fact that you did not quit, that you became that ultimate product that God designed for you to be. I want to encourage you on today, don't quit. There will be some failures. There will be some disappointments. But all of that is a part of the process. I'm learning sometimes that I've watched things that were sweet when I was tasting them, but then when I I found out that there was some incredible bitter things they put in it behind the scenes that I didn't know. But however, putting all of that in it made it sweet to my taste. Now, probably if I knew all of the stuff they were putting in it, I was saying, no, I don't want to deal with that. I'm not eating that. I don't like that. That's just, oh, it's just not right. But however, when they mixed it all together, the end product was sweet, make people millions and things like that. I want to encourage you that God is sending you through a process. Embrace the process. Embrace what it takes to achieve your goal. Understand that in the process, if you keep doing it right, ultimately you're going to be a very beautiful product. You're going to get to enjoy the very thing that you have achieved because you went through and you did not give it up. Yes, you will be knocked down. Yes, it will look like some days you're not going to make it. But however, understand this. It's not the product, but it's the process. And if you keep being processed, God is going to make you into something special. When I look back at all of the things that it took for God to do to get me where I am, when I look back at some of those things, I thought they were the hardest things. I thought they were the most difficult things I would ever face in my life. But I did not know that those things were preparing me to be strong when I got to this point. They were preparing me not to get all amazed and upset when something happened when I got to this point. Because in the process, I went through it before. And I want to encourage you. You need to take some time before you decide to admire the product or the person that you see that's doing great things. You might need to take a look at the backstory and see if you can go through that process. Now, I don't want you to go anywhere. I'll be right back to talk to you. Got to be science. We got to understand what the real purpose of the saints is and why you were born again. Just tell somebody and say, you here to take over. Whatever job you own, you there to take over. Whatever community you live in, you there to take over. Wherever you go, you there to take over. I trust that you will encourage today. The subject I was talking about, it's not the product, but it's the process. I would love to hear your thoughts on this particular subject. Or maybe there's some things that in another session I can continue to encourage you and let you know you're going to have to go through the process in order to have the very good product to be ultimately what you want to be. It's going to be a process. So I would be excited to hear from you. Reach out to me on social media or in the links in my bio, and I would love to hear from you. And if you're going through a process right now, I want to encourage you. Stay strong. Hang in there, because you're going to turn into a very wonderful product. I want to encourage you today to sit down and for a special seed faith offering for the support of Action Coaching. We would love for you to help us to continue to send Action Coaching out to so many people so that they could be coached too. And only through your financial support are we able to do that. I know the Lord is leading some of you to sow $100 seed, $100 seed, a $500 seed. Help Action Coaching grow. If it's been a blessing to you, surely you want to be a part of making sure it's a blessing to others. And I found out this: when you sow into the great things of God, God will immediately sow back into the great things that you endeavor to do in your life. I believe that when we sow, we are blessed. And we are blessed because we sow. So certainly I want you to go to the link in my bio that will give you a host of ways to sow unto Action Coaching, and we would love to hear from you. Well, the Lord bless you. I thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for supporting us. And as I do each and every week, I want to encourage you. Share the word with a friend and keep the word in